There was once a machine that struck fear into the entire American automotive industry. An engine so powerful that GM sought to destroy it. NASCAR couldn't control it, and Ford had to send spies to keep an eye on it. It remains one of the greatest mysteries in the automotive world. A legend buried in the shadows, the Pontiac 421 Super Duty. Why did GM rush to terminate such a superior machine? Was it too dangerous? Or did Pontiac pose too great a threat to Chevrolet, the corporation's golden child? And most importantly, did it truly disappear? Or is it still hidden somewhere? This story isn't just about an engine, it's about a power struggle, betrayal, and untold conspiracies. Did GM deliberately strangle Pontiac to protect Chevrolet? Evidence suggests that some engines escaped destruction, and a mysterious car has recently surfaced with suspicious signs. Join me as we delve deep into this story to uncover the truth behind the banned machine, the secrets that have never been revealed, and the legacy it left behind. This is a story that may forever change the way you see automotive history. By the late 1950s, Pontiac had fallen behind Chevrolet, Ford, and Dodge on the racetrack. To reclaim its position, they needed something more powerful, more advanced, and that's when this masterpiece was born. Upgraded from the 389 V8, it featured a forged steel crankshaft for extreme durability, ultra-light aluminum pistons, a dual-fuel pump system, and a compression ratio of up to 12.01. This was a beast on the track, faster, stronger, and more durable than any competitor. The use of lightweight materials further improved performance, allowing for rapid acceleration without compromising engine longevity. From the very beginning, it proved its strength, helping Pontiac secure victories in both NASCAR and drag racing. It wasn't just an engine, it was a symbol of speed. Racing teams quickly realized that with this machine, they could compete head-to-head, or even surpass, giants like the Chevrolet 409 or the Ford Fe 406. Although initially developed primarily for racing, its popularity led Pontiac to offer it as a limited option package on the Catalina and Ventura models. This allowed car enthusiasts to own a legal street racing machine. However, only a few were ever built, making them extremely rare and highly collectible. Pontiac's bold decision to challenge Chevrolet, GM's golden child, with a more powerful engine was a daring move. But as this machine continued to dominate, GM couldn't ignore it. Pontiac wasn't just building a powerful engine, they were igniting a new movement in the high-performance car world. And when this machine hit the scene, it did not disappoint. On the racetrack, it quickly proved that Pontiac was no longer the underdog, it was the ruler of the game. From 1961 onward, it dominated the racetracks. The first car equipped with this machine won its debut race, signaling Pontiac's impending reign. In 1962, Fireball Roberts won the Daytona 500, leaving competitors in shock. Ford even sent spies to the test tracks to uncover its secrets. What they discovered was terrifying. It wasn't just powerful, it was a ticking time bomb that could completely reshape American racing. Pontiac continued upgrading it in 1963, increasing the compression ratio to 12.01 and pushing the rev limit to 6.400 rpm. The Catalina models were reinforced with lighter frames, allowing them to achieve 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.2 seconds, an astonishing figure for that era. Its success wasn't limited to NASCAR, it also dominated drag racing. Drivers kept setting new records, catching GM's attention. But while Pontiac basked in its glory, rivals weren't sitting idle. Chevrolet, Ford, and Chrysler all scrambled to develop more powerful machines to dethrone it. The horsepower war was reaching its peak. But before Pontiac could push the limits even further, an unexpected decision from GM abruptly ended this legend. Its dominance was not just the result of a powerful engine, it came from Pontiac's meticulous tuning of the entire drivetrain and chassis for maximum performance. Cars equipped with this machine weren't just incredibly fast, they also had superior handling on the track. Thanks to their lightweight construction and optimized suspension, it wasn't just NASCAR or drag racing on the streets. This machine sparked a new generation of high-performance American cars. Street racers began swapping this engine into older models, turning them into true speed machines. This only cemented Pontiac's reputation further within the speed enthusiast community. However, this rapid rise was not welcomed by all of GM's executives. As Pontiac grew more prominent, it didn't just threaten Ford or Chrysler, it also overshadowed Chevrolet. the brand that GM was pouring all of its support into. Cars like the Chevrolet Impala SS409 and Corvette began losing their luster when faced with a formidable rival from within the same corporation. Despite its continued dominance, warning signs started to emerge. Pontiac was straying too far from GM's corporate strategy. And that was when an invisible hand began interfering in the game. In January 1963, GM unexpectedly issued a ban on all racing activities and halted production of this machine. The official reason cited was safety concerns. But behind the scenes, there were far more complex motives at play. Rumors spread that Chevrolet, GM's flagship brand, had exerted pressure because Pontiac was stealing all the spotlight. Its dominance on the racetrack was overshadowing Chevrolet, while GM had no intention of letting a subsidiary brand outshine its mainstay. The ban didn't stop at just production. GM sent officials to factories to destroy blueprints, dismantle unfinished engines, and even raided private garages to recover any remaining units. But Pontiac's engineers were not so easily defeated. Some secretly hid engines in undisclosed locations, some of which might still exist to this day. GM's aggressive crackdown raised many questions. If safety was truly the concern, why was only Pontiac targeted? While brands like Ford and Chrysler continued developing high-performance engines? Was this an internal purge where Chevrolet was being protected at all costs? No matter the truth, one fact remains undeniable. Pontiac was cut down at its peak. And the automotive world lost a legend. But its legacy never truly disappeared. Beyond just destroying the engines, GM also sent inspectors to monitor racing teams, ensuring that no cars using this machine were present in NASCAR or professional drag racing events. Teams were forced to replace their engines, and many racers were outraged at losing such a powerful advantage. Yet, some engines escaped destruction and fell into the hands of private car enthusiasts. Rumors circulated that Pontiac engineers had secretly sold parts of this machine on the black market, allowing it to continue appearing in underground races and unsanctioned competitions. This only made GM more relentless in tracking down any surviving engines. The ban on this machine was not just a pivotal moment in American racing history. It also raised questions about GM's level of control over the automotive industry. Was this truly about safety? Or was there a much larger commercial scheme behind it? If Pontiac had continued producing this engine, would Chevrolet have been able to maintain its top position within GM? Although it was abruptly terminated, its technology and spirit did not disappear. Instead, Pontiac's engineers quietly transferred the secrets of this legendary machine into a new model, the 1964 GTO. The car that launched the muscle car era. The GTO was not an exact replica of the old engine, but it inherited many crucial elements: a high-performance camshaft, an optimized air intake system, and a design heavily influenced by racing. This allowed the GTO to become a new icon, laying the foundation for a series of high-performance models like the Firebird and Trans Am in the years to come. While GM tried to erase all traces of the banned machine, car enthusiasts continued to preserve its legacy. Today, fewer than 179 engines are known to exist, making them highly valuable collector's items. Whenever one resurfaces, it sends the automotive world into a frenzy. In 2019, a collapsed storage facility in Ohio revealed a 1963 Catalina with a unique VIN number. Strangely, the engine bore a stamp reading, "Property of GM, destroy." Was this a secret race car that had escaped the ban? Or just another myth circulated among collectors? No one knows for sure. But it only adds to the mystery surrounding this legend. The banned machine may no longer be in production, but its legacy endures, continuing to intrigue and inspire car enthusiasts around the world. But what if GM had never banned racing? Could Pontiac have defeated the Hemi and claimed the throne as the king of muscle cars? Would NASCAR have been completely different if this machine had continued to exist? GM's decision didn't just kill a legendary engine, it changed the entire direction of the American automotive industry. It marked the end of the high-performance racing era for major manufacturers, paving the way for the rise of private racing teams. But the question remains, if Pontiac had continued developing even more powerful machines, would the landscape of American muscle cars be entirely different? And most importantly, how many cars equipped with this engine are still hidden away in warehouses and garages across America? When GM issued the destruction order, not all engines were eliminated. Engineers, racers, and collectors may have secretly kept a few. If a Catalina Super Duty managed to survive in an old storage facility, who knows what else is still out there? If you know someone who still has parts of this engine, tag them right now, because this story isn't over yet. Leave your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more thrilling classic car stories. This is Vintage American Wheels. See you in the next video.